things. And they actually really enjoyed it because most of the day they're busy, they're doing stuff, they're dealing with kids, they're dealing with their stuff all day long. So for us to come in and have them sit down and they just talk about themselves for an hour or so, I think they really enjoyed because they got a break from all the stress from work and whatever else it was, and really kind of focus on themselves and work on taking steps to improve, whether it was their health or mental, physical, whatever it was. So they really enjoyed it, and I still keep in touch with one of them online a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had a great time, and my profession now, I'm a personal trainer at a gym, and I do online training as well with people. And I was telling Paula that I use a lot of the SMART goal setting with my clients, so they'll come in and we'll sit down and set long-term goals, and we'll set short-term goals, and each week, every time they come in, we'll sit down, and if they accomplished it, if not, and we do some not prizes, but if they hit their goals, we'll work on how to treat themselves other than eating and all that stuff. So I definitely use a lot of the stuff we've learned still with my job now. I don't know how many of y'all are going into like a health profession, but no matter what it is, I feel like there's always some way you can use it. I even had my mom sit down the other day and set out some for her. So that was one of the big things I took away, was the goal setting. Just how to communicate with people. A lot of the trainers at my gym are more like, okay, you're in the gym, let's go, we're going to work out, see you later, that's it. So it's really important to incorporate all the mental parts in goal setting and self-evaluations to really improve not only just the physical shape of your body, but your mental health and how you look at yourself and your confidence and all that good stuff. So I really enjoyed it.
Did you do it again?
Yes. And I actually came here too to talk to her because I want to work on getting the actual certification for it. So. Yes.
What were you saying to me before class about your client would come in and say, well, I just want to walk more this week or something, and you'll ask, she'll sit there and make it smart.
Yeah, so and I'm like, we talk about, I mean, it's literally laid out like S, M, and they have to write for each category because online has all that stuff for you. And so they just want to be like, well, I just want to do cardio on, we're not meeting Tuesday and Thursday, so I'll do it then. And then you have to like break it down for, okay, when are you going to do it? Are you going to do it before or after work? Oh, okay, well, I'll do it after. Okay, what are you going to do for how long? Because otherwise they just go in mindlessly and then they end up not usually accomplishing it. But if we said, okay, you're going to do Stairmaster for 20 minutes on Thursday after work at 5:30, bam, then it's more likely to get done.
Right. I kind of took a little bit of a different path after after I finished my degree. I completed the wellness coaching minor and I did the internship, and I actually just received my master's in occupational therapy. And my big message about the internship would definitely be, even if you get into it and you decide you don't want to do coaching, the skills you gain are huge. You can use them across the board, anything you do. And it has helped me so much in my field, just working with patients. Like on the video, she was talking about asking your client what's the best thing that's happened to them since the last time you saw them. And I will have a patient that comes in and they will just be in a terrible mood. They don't want to do anything. I ask them that question and it changes their entire attitude. And they're more willing to work with me, and it's so easy to build rapport because of the skills I've gained. And the internship really helped me with this. And I actually had it 3 years ago, I think, so I only had 2 clients and then a classmate. And I do still keep in touch with one of my clients. So
You make a lifelong friend.
yeah, you really do, and it's huge. And like I said, the skills you gain, you can use in anything you decide to do.
Hey everyone, my name is Rachel Calvert, and I'm sorry that I couldn't be there in person today, but I talked to Paula and she said I could send in a video so that way I could share with you my positive experience with the wellness coaching internship. So I guess it was about a year and a half ago. I was sitting in your exact seat wondering if I should continue with the internship and continue with the whole wellness coaching thing, and it wasn't until we had past classmates come in and talk about their positive experience with the internship and how it helped them land a job for today. And I thought, why not? I don't really have any plans after graduation, and an internship can only help me. And that's exactly what it did. When I first got assigned my clients, I was really nervous. I wasn't really sure what to expect because I had not done it like with an actual person who wasn't a student. So of course I was nervous, wasn't sure how it was going to go, but afterwards I felt totally relieved because I was completely prepared after having this class and several practices in class. I really enjoyed having that one-on-one in the internship with my classmates and with Paula. If there was ever a point where I felt kind of stuck in a session, I would bring that back to her and my other classmates, and they would all give me really positive feedback, or we'd write down different ideas on Post-it notes and share with each other what I could do, things like that, and we would do that for each other. So it was also a really great support system as well. And about halfway through the internship, I wanted to go a little bit deeper because it was going so well, and I loved having my clients. I actually felt like I was helping them set their goals, meeting them, and things like that. So I wanted to take it a step farther. So I signed up for the core coaching certification program through Well Coaches, and that was also a great experience. I felt totally prepared with every session because I'd already learned pretty much everything. It was just great extra practice for me. When we would break off to our little groups, there were about 4 of us, and I was always kind of like the leader because I had already had all this experience, and they would always ask me questions like, how do you start your sessions with your clients, or what are some of the open-ended questions you ask? So I was able to share with them, my experience, and it helped them a lot as well. So all I can say are great things about the internship, and if you're kind of on the fence about it, I would totally do it because, it's such a great hands-on experience. I just can't, say that enough because it really, truly is. So after I graduated college, I moved to Nashville, and I started all over, didn't know anyone. Took me several months to find a job, but I didn't give up hope. I kept on pushing. And I remember in my interview for my current job, my boss was so intrigued about my wellness coaching. He was asking me so many questions about it and my experience with it. And lo and behold, I found out after I got hired, he told me, I had sales coaching in the past, and I loved it. And we kind of wanted to bring someone like that into our company so they could help coach our sales reps and coach me as well. So that's what I'm doing today. I help coach my boss and the sales reps, and I meet with my boss every Monday at 2 o'clock, and I coach him for an hour. We always open up the session with what was the best thing that's happened to you since we last met, and he loves it. I love it. And we also do that with our team meetings that we have every Wednesday. Some of the guys were a little standoffish with it at first. They were like, this is weird. We're supposed to be talking about business. And it was cool, though, because now that they look forward to me asking that question, you can tell that their energy rises, they're excited, and the conversation in the meeting is so much more positive just with that simple opening. You can really tell how it lifts everyone's mood. So I also coach the sales reps every other week for about 30 minutes. A couple weeks ago, we worked on their vision. Last week, we worked on writing SMART goals and what they are and, how to correctly write them. And this week, they're working on their vision boards so they can hang them up in their office, and that be good motivation for them to look at every single day. So it's really cool for me that I can incorporate my wellness coaching experience into my job today. I seriously use it every day. I have to meet with clients on a weekly basis, and I'm not nervous anymore because I had my internship. I know how to build that trust and rapport with a client, and I use all the tools, honestly, from wellness coaching into my sales role today because I feel that some of the questions that you learn to ask in wellness coaching, you can totally apply them to the business world, and you can obviously have a stronger relationship with your client than just trying to do like a one and done sale. They trust you. They know that I always try to find that common ground with them and let them know, like, oh, you're a person, and that's okay if you mess up. Like, we're in this together. And so I really try to use that coach role with my job today. So I hope that this has been helpful, and if you're on the fence of whether you should do the internship or not, I really encourage you to do it, because you never know how it's going to help you in the future, and it's helped me tremendously. And I can't thank Paula enough for being a wonderful mentor to me and always leading me in the right direction and just always believing in me. So thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.
I did the internship last semester, and so I'm like fresh off of it. I really enjoyed it. I was super, super nervous at first. It was actually a big step for me just to like do the internship, I would say, because I'm not one to like take risks and be like, okay, like I'll meet with 4 different people that are staff and faculty at UVille. Like, yeah, that sounds great. So really having people like us that have done the past internship come in and talk to us in class really gained my confidence, and I was like, hey, I really want to try this out. So at first when I did it, I was like super nervous. Like I said, the first client I met with, I was like shaking right before, and then after it, I was just like, I don't even know why I was nervous about this. This class like really prepares you for it, and yeah, it just went wonderful. Actually, one of my clients, she was kind of like, I called her the stoic one. So she was the one I would like always come to class and ask the different people in the internship about to kind of help me get through to her. And that was a really nice thing, because you have this support system on Friday whenever you go to class and meet with the other interns, and you can say, hey, like, I'm having these problems or difficulties, like, what do you guys think I should do? And you get like really good constructive feedback, not only from Paula but from the other interns. So that really helped, and my stoic client ended up being my best client. Like, she lost a lot of weight, she had diabetes, and her A1C levels went down. She was exercising and making like all these goals. I mean, it was amazing. Like, I felt great after working with her. So after doing the internship, I decided that I wanted to TA to get more experience. And so this semester I'm actually meeting with the client on Fridays. And it's just amazing because I'm not nervous anymore. My first session with her, I went in and I was just so relaxed because I had all this practice behind me. And it's great. Like, every session we start off with, we'll close our eyes and kind of get into the mindset of being here and now, and just being more mindful. And our sessions are wonderful, and they're just going great so far. So doing this class and the internship has just given me so much confidence as a person, and it's just taught me so much, not only on like how to work one-on-one with clients, but in life. Like, the skills I've learned have really helped me with my personal relationships, whether it's like boyfriend, family, friends. I use those skills like everywhere. So I definitely recommend to do the internship. It will help you so much, and even if you don't plan on coaching after you graduate, it'll just give you skills that no other class is really going to.
So my name is Marcos. Nice to meet you all. I did the internship with Christy last semester. So I really enjoyed it. It was a really, really pleasant experience. What I think I have to say, this course is very like theory based, right? And you get to apply what you learn in here somewhat, but what you learn in here, you don't actually get fully get to practice it, right? So out in the next step, which is the internship, you really get to develop all the ideas that you're taught in here. So it's really a magical experience, The I found myself in the internship, the more I listened to people, the more I gave them my ear, the more I reflected. I interned it into myself too. I wanted to listen more about what my feelings were like, right? And various other things, maybe thinking about strategies, right? I found myself, everything reflected back to me. The more I did it outside, the more it came in, right? So, yeah, it was just, and you can hear it in my voice, I'm like very passionate about it. So, yeah, you know, I love it, and it has helped me become I think I'm a wonderful person, and it's helped me become that, you know. Yeah, and you know, Paula's guidance, you're never alone in the internship too, so, I mean, you have your interns and then Paula that you talk to every week, so, yeah, and I would say wellness coaching in itself is, the concepts in it, it's somewhat like math. It's like the universal language, you know, because there's suffering happening everywhere, right? And it's like how you can heal it, and through like strategies that we're taught in here, very people skills, very practical skills.
Yeah, I did the internship last semester with Christy and Marcos. They were amazing. Like they said, you really like become a family in that class. Like you're never alone. It's so great to be able to reflect with everybody and get ideas and brainstorm. Like if you have a difficult client, it's just really refreshing, and like you relax so much whenever you're there on Fridays. It's just kind of de-stress, get everything back together, and get prepped for the next week whenever you're with your clients. I will say that it's a very real world experience because your clients are not doing this for a grade. They're doing it for themselves. They volunteer to do this. And so like for me, I know I had 2 clients that were very flaky. One of them quit and one of them thought it was personal training. So it was a little bit frustrating for me, but like I got new clients and they were amazing. And like my favorite client, she was absolutely sedentary at the beginning of the semester, and she was just so passionate about everything we did. She got so into everything, and by the end of the semester, she was like working out, like doing 3 different things, and she just told me, she was like, I feel like a rock star.
Aw.
Like that really, like I wanted to cry at that point because I was so happy that she like felt like that and that I did that for her. Like nobody else can really do that besides wellness coaches. So honestly, like they said, like even if you don't want to do wellness coaching for a career, just the skills you learn are just so universal. And I would very much encourage you to do it. Just talk to me anytime after class about it. Just, yes, do it.